Look at Three the Hard Way. Nate, you psycho, bruh. Zach, you scared. You don't know what you about to see. And yo, Tony, you are sweating, bruh, dripping. You about to melt. What's up? Don't pass out, please. Come on, fam. Let's get into it. Peace, fam. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sis Kathy Vet coming to you with another recap and review of Zatima. This is episode 8. Happy Thursday. We know on Thursdays new content, new episodes of 9 and 10 come out. So I said I gotta come out here and give my peeps episode 8 so we can get in here and do 9 and 10. So I don't know if we watched it. I haven't watched 9 and 10 yet, but I will definitely be watching it this evening. Now we're going to hop on in here, okay? Please comment, like, subscribe, bring your friends in so we can dialogue and find out what's going on with one of our favorite couples of BET Plus, okay? So now we have where we left off. Fatima is at the office. She all leaning over all cute trying to get some papers, and who pops in to see it? Paul. So Paul comes in with a warranty because come to find out, he didn't just change Fatima's tire. He got her a whole new tire and he was bringing her the warranty. And she said, they give warranties out now to fix the tire? He said, no, that was a brand new tire. Now she was feeling some kind of way, like you got a brand new tire. So she wanted to pay him back. He was like, I can't accept your money. Well, you're not going to have this over my head. So yes, you will be getting your money. So she wrote him that check. Now, of course, he said this is his last week or what have you. I guess working on that project at her job. And she said, oh, okay, well, nice meeting you. And he said, unfortunately, he won't be seeing her. Or, he said, well, what make you think you was going to see me? But he said, just seeing you around because he wanted the opportunity to take her out. And she was like, basically, that's not happening, bro. Don't get beside yourself because it's not going down like that. So Paul still think he can shoot his shot, and maybe under the right circumstances he may be able to. He looks like he's a nice cat. He's been through his work, whatever he went through in the past. He got therapy for it, got himself together, and he will be a valuable catch. Now if Zach don't get it together and don't keep messing up, that may be an option. But we rooting for our peeps because I love my Zach. Out, we really didn't know you and really didn't, fall in love with you, bro. We probably would be like, Fatima, you could do better. And there are many out there who probably think they can. Put in the comments if you think that Fatima could do better. But if you're on my platform, you love this couple, right? You love Zach and Fatima. And when they did this spinoff from Sisters, we were rooting for them, right? So of course we don't want to see them break up, but we also know they got to work out their problems, right? So homegirl wrote out her check, gave it to my man, and wished him all the best and sent him on his merry way. And he came back and was like, your number's on the check, right? She was like, yeah, but don't get it twisted. It's not for use. We already know, bruh man will one day be using that number. What you think? Comment. Now, next we have Crazy Tony and Nate in the car on this stakeout, right? They're out there going to catch our girl because, she already texted Zach that she'll be an hour late. Whoever this person catfishing with her profile, saying meet on the stairway. Well, she want to hook up. So now Tony is sweating. ATL must be on fire. Bro, man, sweating like a runaway slave, drenched. Who else was cracking up at Tony's stressed out? But one thing I say, he do hold it down. Little do Fatima know. Bro be looking out. He always give her credit, and I like that about him. He always thinks better of her than our boy Crazy Nate. So Nate like, look at her, look at her. So they stacking out. He was like, she coming. And then he was like, no, that's not her. And then he looking. And then they like, no, let's wait. So he like, this is a bad thing. We gotta go. Tony like, we gotta leave. This is not a good idea. Now who pops in and scares the crap out of them? Zach in the back seat. He like, oh, what's going on? It's just like a comical scene in the car. So now Fatima's coming out and he was like, there she go, where she's going. And then he see her going towards the stairwell. So here's where everything, the misunderstanding starts to unravel. So Zach goes out, once, plotting to go catch her. In the meantime, Nate is in the car talking to, well, no. This was before Zach got in the car. He trying to, conjure up Connie again. He did that on the basketball court. And now he's trying to get her to come again. And I'm like, stay out of it. And this is what old school bro tried to tell Zach in the barbershop. He need to cut these ties with Nate, because Nate is meaning him no good. And if Nate can destroy that relationship, he do it. Now, the three of them see her going to the stairwell. So Zach get out the car to go check. And he runs into Angela. Angela like, Zach, that's you. So now he's like frozen. Oh boy, he got to explain why he's there. So he's there with Fatima. She said, well, Fatima's gone. And then they realize, a minute later, that Fatima's car is still there. So, she, goes to deliver packages. That's where they go, I guess, to handle their overnight stuff. And so at the end of the day, they get sidetracked, handle parcels and stuff like that, like a lot of companies do. So in the meantime, and this is where I'm not too keen on Angela bringing this up to Zach, because she brought up the situation with Bryce. Now, Fatima didn't tell you, Angela, that she had the conversation and he's all right with that. But she took it upon herself to speak on Zach like, please, 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 let us have dinner. You should have let your girlfriend do that. And this is another thing with messy Angela. I think she overstepped her boundaries with that, and she should have took it upon herself to ask if Fatima told her she was going to do it. Now, Fatima comes out, and then she asks him why he's there, and, Angela leaves. So they have their conversation, and she was like, you over here for a reason. You still snooping, but you don't trust me, or whatever the case may be. And he eventually showed her the phone. He was like, look, and she was like, what is this? First of all, somebody's snooping on me because they know my schedule. Like he showed her the text message. Somebody's catfishing me and they know my whereabouts. How do they know such and such a time? I think she said 4 o'clock or whatever. I meet to go, and take this route to handle, the packages or the mailings or whatever. How do they know that? Somebody's watching to know she's going to be at that stairwell. Who else would know that? Number one, Nate doesn't know that. Think about it. Melinda doesn't work with Angela to know their little routine. But Angela knows their routine. Y'all know how I feel about Angela and what I have said. She is problematic. She's problematic. And you see later on when Fatima brought that up, she really didn't seem too shocked by that or really concerned or what have you. She just dismissed the fact that it wasn't Melinda. I'm telling you, something is up with this girl. I got a gut feeling. Fatima is so 100% on Angela being that ride or die good friend. And sometimes she give her advice and, try to do that. But I think she just does that to break up the monotony, but low-key envious of her. I really do. And that's why she feeds stuff to Melinda, because Melinda's the bad girl. So the nice girl gives the bad girl the stuff to do to stir stuff up. I really think they in cahoots with that. So Fatima, in the long run, I don't know if her and Angela's friendship is going to continue to stand the test of time. I don't. What do you think about that with her? Do you think she's behind that, Angela? I'm not too sure. Not too sure about how much of a good friend she is. So, so Fatima's concerned about that. So then she was like, the thing is, what are you doing with it? Oh, you out here trying to look for women that you're on that site. And he said, no, Nate sent it to me. So she was like, just for another reason for me not to like him. So she said, you stay right there, because number one, he should know her better than that. She wouldn't do nothing like that, that you in cahoots with your no good friend. So he said, lay on the ground. He thinking she gonna get kinky in the parking lot of the job on the ground. He was like, see, that's what I'm talking about. Let's mix it up a bit. I'm like, you a freak, Zach. No, she not gonna sit up here on her job on the floor and get busy with you. You need to cut it out. So he like, okay, I'm a lady. And she said, stay right there, because I'm about to run your ass over. I'm like, Zach, stop. So, yeah, so what was he talking about? I'm looking at my notes. Okay, so now back at the house, Zach wanted to talk about this with Fatima, and she said, this whole incident, is crazy. Just the fact that he think that she would do something like that. I'm just going to randomly have sex with some guy in the stairwell of my job. Like, don't he know she's classy than that? Like, really, this is what it means when you listen to the comments and bad advice of your friends. And she said, all of this that I've been through with you, and he explained to her, you got the incident with this random guy dropped you off. I don't know what's going on. So that set a red flag. And they never really got into that she went out with Angela. This guy was really for Angela. I guess there was no need for that. Bottom line is, you should trust me. So she talked about with him cheating. I have never cheated on any of my boyfriends. I haven't. But you have. This is your MO. This is your background. Looking outside, looking in. Zach doesn't look like a good candidate for the team. They look like night and day. He doesn't seem like someone that, fits her with all the drama he's brought to her since day one. If we didn't know him better and we didn't know the situation, would we really be rooting for these two? For anyone that doesn't know Zach, know their relationship, it looks bad from the outside looking in. It really does. So she's saying that's why she got to protect herself. Me moving out, and that's why she wanted to keep her own place. It's for her own sanity, for her own self-care. She knows what she's been through in the past. She knows her temper and what she's capable of. So she doesn't want to do that. From the baby mamas, she's dealt with a lot. So moving back to her own place, that's why she feels it's necessary. That's like her refuge. So, they talked about that, and then he got into the whole situation. She was like, we're not going to get into this now. Zach wanted to talk about it, but she says not now because we got Angela and Bryce coming over. And he was like, why? I don't even know who this other person they're going to bring. Like, it's so random. And to have this, they basically, what's the word? Oh, God, I can't even think of the word. Like, oh God, like a setup. They like really, intervention, but they about to, oh God, I can't even think of what that term is. What's that word? It is an intervention basically, but I know I'll think about it later. But it's it's the word that, oh God, a slip of the tongue, and I'm usually better with this with words. Basically setting him up for this whole situation, for this therapy, without him understanding what it is that he's getting into. And if Zach gets pissed off and go off because of this, I won't blame him, because I don't think she should be doing it like this. So then they come over, and it's just a whole uncomfortable interaction between Bryce and Zach. He's still not comfortable with him. Bryce all cheesing, like everything is all cool. He just don't get it that this man is not into what you into, and because you violated my space, I'm not comfortable with you like that. Bryce don't understand that. So, he talking about, I want us to be close and tight again. That's not happening, Bryce. It's not happening. I don't want to be close and tight with you. I barely want to do business with you. That may have been something that Zach may have wanted to not totally cut ties, because he invested money in this business with Bryce, but we have to let him know that it's going to be professional, and we ain't going to be boys like that no more. And he has to understand and respect that. He's really pushy, which I don't like about Bryce. He doesn't respect boundaries, and this is why you got punched in the face before. So he needs to check that. He's becoming really annoying. Who else is annoyed by Bryce? Put in the comments. Now, the doctor's on his way. Angela talking about the communication between her and Zach and the situation that they're in, and I gotta speak to the man for you because of the problem. She said, it takes time for me, Angela, for things to marinate so I can know the moves that I need to make. I need time, so I just need you to do this for me. But I still think it's a bad situation. Yeah, and Angela did make a good point as to things, especially early in a relationship, like within a year or less than a year, it shouldn't be this complicated. They're going through a lot of complicated, crazy mess in this first year of their relationship. So now Bryce, they join him, and he's making these play on words. So I'm like, yeah, give me something hard to drink. I like it hard and all this. I'm like, these ain't the words you should be using, especially around Zach and Fatima or Angela. But he's so oblivious to what he says and does. So, but I don't know if it's nervous energy, what he think may come out of this meeting, but he's like really doing too much drinking. Even before Zach left to go to the car, he was like, you want something to drink? He was like, no, I already told you no. And he was like, well, I'll pour you in case you change your mind. Stop being pushy. No, you want to drink, then that's on you. Now, a call comes up on the phone, so Angela leaves and come to find out. She said, no, that's your mom. So they excused themselves, and Fatima went to go have a conversation with her mother. Now, the crazy thing about it is, Mom said that she called to confirm dinner. Along with that dinner, she said, we did a background check, about his prison record and, him being on parole and all that, because we have yet to find out about Fatima, her parents and her dad being locked up, and, her stepfather raising her. But he has connections with judges and stuff, so Dad did a check, and she was saying, evidently she must have mentioned some things about Zach to her mother, but there's information that they got that Fatima supposedly don't know about Zach, or that he didn't tell her that they found out about. So I'm curious to know in that investigation what else is behind it. It may very well be something that she didn't tell her mother, but she knows. So we'll see. But she's uncomfortable, and she said, Mom basically not taking no for an answer. They was like, we coming over your house or you coming over here, but we are going to talk to you and Zach. Mom don't play. She just is adamant as Fatima, so Fatima should know where she get it from. Mom ain't playing. So now while they outside, Zach is out there trying to get away from Bryce and de-stress. And old crazy Deja is out there now in her car talking about she need help as always. Pleading she needs help. And then she has a conversation. She's all pissed off, talking about, your crazy girlfriend, and how she got some advice. She spoke to a lawyer. She got advice that, basically Fatima needs to get her lawyer because she's going to sue. What she did was wrong, and that's how she's going to handle it. And she was advised that Fatima needs to get one. And she also was advised not to pay her rent. And Zach not trying to hear that. He's frustrated. He's tired. Wasn't this lease supposed to be 6 months? 6 months not up yet? Well, evidently not, because she's still dealing with the neck brace from when she pulled her out. So I guess a whole lot of time hasn't allotted yet. It's still supposed to be new. It seems like more time since we waited has passed, but I guess evidently not, because this girl's supposed to have only a 6-month lease. So I'm waiting for this 6 months to hurry up. There's a whole lot of crap going to happen within these 6 months. Okay, so that's how it ended with Zach's stress after Deja goes in the house over this whole lawsuit thing. Now, what do you think? We're going to find out soon who's behind sending that profile of Fatima. Who do you think it is? How is this therapeutic intervention situation with the doctor, how is that going to turn out at that dinner table? What will Bryce do to put his foot in his mouth yet again? And what's up with Connie and Nate? Because he's not going to stop until he messes up Zach's relationship with Fatima, and he's going to use Connie to do it. So I cannot wait to see. Until next time, remember, stay authentically you and live the life you deserve. Let's get ready for episode 9 and 10. Peace.